NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The first of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Hurts throwing right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. It's complete to Brown, right side. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It's a loss of... Brings up second and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, 73, 73.
Hurts. He will go down. A Cowboys sack. Getting home that time to Marvin Overshown. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, third and long.
73, 73.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now a 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And he checks this one down to Williams. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. In motion goes the tight end. To throw is Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. Only able to gain a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
3rd and 5. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And again, it's Prescott. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they got it with a 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
Second and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing is Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had 1st-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They'll throw again. Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. They hand it off. It's Blue. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 31 yards there and a first down. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Williams going to be stopped before he can get moving forward, as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Aubrey now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. Prescott. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Sidney Brown with it.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Hey, Silver. Go Silver, ready?
From the gun, it's Hurts. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and 3. from the shotgun. It's Prescott. Drops it to Blue, complete. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Prescott now. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and cut back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They go play action with Hurts. He's got Smith here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
180.
Hurts. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 25 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Elliott on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. What a start to the season. This has been back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first down at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. He hits Blue. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now we give up the middle to Williams. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now Dak. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here's 1st and goal. Williams is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Williams will try again. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And it'll be a good time in Big D.